Hello, everybody. It is Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. It rained all night. This is an update, by the way. It rained all night, constant, and it was raining constantly this morning. So, unlike the previous days where the sun came out, didn't come out at all, and it's still cloudy and drizzling. And the forecast now talks about snow in this area, 2 inches down here and more up higher elevation. I just took a ride along the Salmon River, which is really flowing hard today. And, usually this Memorial Day weekend, they have rafts out, people are kayaking and all sorts of stuff. But they're not doing that today. But you can see it's drizzling and raining down here, but on the upper mountains and even the upper hills, it's snow covered, and they're getting snow. So it'll move down as it gets colder, and I'm not worried. The only thing is the clam. I bought solid sides, so they're, the clam is a mesh tent, but you can put sides down and make it a full tent and protect it from the elements, the wind and the rain, etc., or snow in this case. And I can't find them. I think I brought them, but it's probably in a van somewhere. But I did find a tarp, so I will improvise and make a tarp covering that will at least keep the snow or the rain or whatever out of the clam, and I have a place to at least sit outside the van itself. That's the one thing about the van, since it doesn't have the tall, it's not a transit van or anything like that. It gets old laying down in the bed, and eventually you have to sit up, and it's better to be outside and sit in my chair or whatever. I do have some modifications I'm going to make to bring the bed lower so I can use it more as like a couch, but I'll do that in a future rendition of Clyde. But I ran to town. I stocked up on the essentials. Number one is I did renew my bottle of Buffalo Trace. They had one bottle left. So when the bad weather is hitting, nothing like sipping a little Buffalo Trace as the snow falls. So at least I have some beverage of choice. I haven't been drinking at all. Except the saloon, where I tried my first Moscow Mule, which I liked. I'm not a big ginger beer fan, but it was very good. So anyway, yesterday I met Larry and Tony, who are Idahoans, and that means they're from Idaho. And Larry is, I think he's in his 70s, and he is an actual potato farmer. And I told them that I'm still looking for the potato truck, and I want a big Idaho potato. And he said they ship most of those out to dumb Northeasterners who will pay so much money for them. So I said, well, I'm in Idaho, and I've been looking in search of the holy baked potato. And he's told me that if I go to the saloon tonight, he will bring a big spud. I'm assuming that means potato, but you never know. Could get lost in the translation. So, but they were really funny. Once they found out I was conservative, or at least not a crazy, they warmed up to me, and we just had a lot of laughs. It was pretty funny. I thought they were brothers, but it's father and son. And Tony is in law enforcement, and anyway, it's just we had a hoot. It was really fun meeting them. So today I went down the road to see what else I can explore while the roads are clear and I could get my bearings. And there are two ghost towns up there. There's a mining, there was a mining operation in the early 1900s, and they actually built a dam up there, Sunbeam Dam. And there's some hot springs, but because of the river is so high, the hot springs are inundated with water from the river. So I have to wait at least for them to subside. And then they have a dam that they built that actually built a lake and powered the mining operation. But the mining operation, they were looking for gold. It only lasted a year, and then they blasted a hole in the dam on the side. And I'll attach some pictures. The river is beautiful at that point, and you really get into the mountains area, and it's just really pretty. So it was nice to just scout out. Eventually, that's where I'm going, and I'm near the town Stanley, which is kind of like 60 miles from Ketchum, which is when you come into the national forest, and then Stanley's kind of in the middle. It's mostly just open in the summer. There's maybe one or two places open in the winter for snowmobiling. There's really no skiing here, but I think it's a big hunting place. It's very rustic, and that's kind of what I like. I don't like the developed hoity-toity shopping districts, but to each his own. Anyway, so I'm going to batten down the hatches, try to get the tarp covered up, covering up the clam, and I'll take care of it, and we'll see. I may be stuck here at least for tomorrow, maybe another day, but that's okay. I plan to be here through Monday anyway. It's just I bought a 7-day fishing license. I did a little fishing on the river, but it's just flowing too hard. It's not really conducive to fishing. So anyway, I'm just reading my book, listening to some podcasts and some Audible books, and just staring at the river. And it's relaxing and good, and I'm still having a good time. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I'm just glad I'm here. Like I said, this was on my bucket list, the Sawtooth Mountains, Sawtooth Wilderness. And I wish I could hike more. The weather's not really conducive to that too, but there are a couple of hikes to mountain lakes that are supposed to be beautiful. So I'm checking those out. And when the weather turns better, I'll get one or two of those in. But right now, it's hunkering down time and preparing for possibility of a couple inches of snow. But it's not going to be the end of the world. I'm pretty sure I can get out of here. It's a steep kind of road coming in. I'll try to include the film that I took coming in. Oh, by the way, I also bought a front-facing 4K camera. So instead of having to mount my phone or hold it as I drive, this constantly takes 4K video of where I'm going, and so it has Wi-Fi and GPS enabled, so I know all of that, and then I have to download the videos. So I'll try to get the one coming into this area so you see what I drove down to get here. If you're even interested, probably not. But anyway, just wanted to give you an update, and I got some positive feedback from my public service announcement. A lot of people were so thankful because they didn't know what they were going to do if they came out here, and now they do, and it has put their minds and bodies at rest. They know what to expect, and they were very surprised at the cleanliness and the thoroughness of my explanation, and giving the details of what no one else on YouTube will delve into. But JerseyMark is here bringing you the important news and facts concerning the outdoors and nomadic life here, and etc., etc. So now I wanted to film myself in the hot springs today. That was the intent, which would have also been very interesting. They say when the river backs down, there's room for like 15, 20 people, or maybe one of me and a couple maybe small children. So we'll see. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll try it. I'm game, again, to bring you exclusive footage of these. So on the side of the road, I'll include a picture of that. On the side of the road was a steam cloud coming from the side of the river and the road, and it was amazing. So anyway, that's it. All right.